What's going on, my crew? This is Jam, and another episode of the Dark Trilogy. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about a few things before we get started with bees. I wanted to touch base with you guys about a few things and some thoughts I had. Somebody had made a suggestion earlier in a different episode about using this where are you? The culinary generator right here to produce some powers. So I went online and I looked up these generator things here from Extra Utilities, and I really started to think about something. And the amount of RF that we get from this guy is a lot. The only thing that rivals it is the Nether Star generator, which like outputs, I think it's 98 point something RF per minute or something like that. 98 million. So and this isn't even fully efficient, but the thing is, like, we could right now be like, okay, we're done ever thinking about power ever again, move on. But I don't want to do that. Look at this. This is full up. We can undo that. That's our sort of backup power right now, but what? What was that? You guys heard that, right? That was the orchid. The orchid. Hold on. I'm curious now. Did it, like, produce something all the way down here? I don't think it's supposed to. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's naturally spawning or if that was just there. Well, we know that, that's the thing. Oh. Wow. Okay, this is dangerous. Okay, so anyways, back to what I was saying. We could very well right now say, hey, we don't need any power ever again. We got this big reactor, and then we can improve on the big reactor and make it even better. But I don't want to do that. That's boring, and we want to explore a lot in this pack. So right now, what we're doing is we're going to use this big reactor to get the main amount of power that we need. But if we only need a few RFs per tick, then I don't see any reason why we can't use the survivalist generator. Or since we're going to have food, well, we can't use a culinary generator to power the things we need to make the food. So because I want to explore a lot in this map, I want to do a lot, and time to sleep. And I just don't want to, you know, have to skip something just because I have the latest and greatest in the mod pack, because that's not fun, you know. It deleted my waypoints. There are some meteors around here that we need to at some point go get some sky blocks from, because that's helpful. At some point I'm going to clean this up. That would be nice, right? Yeah. So today, in today's episode, we're going to be working on getting ourselves some bees, and I'm going to show you guys how all that works. Now, you might be wondering, well, Jay, why didn't you go out and collect bees before? And that's because I didn't want to do that on camera, because it's going to be a lot of waiting. I don't have time to wait. So I thought we would talk a little bit about what the bees are, what they do, and all that stuff while we go out and hunt for some beehives. And the best place I've found to find them is going to be if we go this way, in this little metal area / forestry. Plus, we haven't ever been there, so I thought it'd be fun to go adventure a little bit together. And my inventory is pretty much empty, so we can collect some culinary food while we're at it. A little bit of a scavenger hunt, if we can. And somewhere I have a paper that has all the foods that we have yet to find. So I'm trying to find it while I walk. Oh, here it is. My little list. And there is a meadows. So, first thing with bees. This is something I'm actually pretty good at because I have a lot of experience with, so you can take my word for it. And that being said, you can always correct me too if I'm wrong. What you want to do is you want to walk around, and the way I usually work it, we should have brought our little viz detector. It's an obelisk right there. The way I've always worked bees is I always keep one stock that is pure. So for these meadows drones, I've always kept one. We want to stay away from them because we don't even have a weapon on us. I've always kept meadows drones, forest drones, all that stuff in. And even when you get up to common, diamond, obviously you're going to use. But in case you weren't going to, you might just want to keep at least one branch. Because you never know when you might need it again. There's a lot of different things that could happen. So, I would love to get some of these fruit trees. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a meadows drone and a forest drone is typically what people do. But I believe a common drone, common drone can be made with any, there we go, bee breeding, with any type. So 2 of any type. And as you guys can see, that is correct. You can use pretty much any, but I do believe it has to be from a specific hive. So you have to go out and find that specific hive, but you can find the common drones. And that's really helpful in making these guys. You get a 15% chance, which isn't that great, but if you think about it, it's a 1 in, let's see, 30, 60, it's 1 in 4, 95, or 85, 75. My bad. I'm terrible at counting, apparently. Let me think. Man, why can't I think on camera? I hate that. I'm a smart man, and I can't think about anything. Alright. 75 plus 5. Well, 90. And 105. Ooh, some more. 105. So, that's what? A 1 in 4 is 60. 1 in 6 is 90. 1 in 8. So, not exactly, but almost a 1 in 8 ratio. Oh my god. I feel stupid. I can't believe I just did that. Where's that forest? It was right here, but there's another forest. Ooh, and a village. Which these are really good because we might not need a scoop now if we get lucky with the village. So yeah, 1 in 8 chance of getting that particular bee, the common. There is another meteor right there. That's an interesting little bit of things that are going on over there. Ooh. Hello. Ooh, we got some of the things that we didn't have yet. I'm seeing a few. We'll cross those off the list in a second here, but first, let's get over the mountain and see what we can see. Ooh. I'm not seeing off the bat what I want to see, but that doesn't mean anything. We got another one of these ground gardens for us. I've never seen rhubarb. Alright, so we got like a thermal expansion little thing, or railcraft actually I think is what it is. scary dungeon down there, apparently. I'm seeing a lot of other mod packs popping up, and I wish I had time to play them. I'm really actually excited for Generic Bees mod pack to come out. I really, really want to play it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I wish I knew what some of this stuff was, because I don't know if this is stuff I should be taking or what. But right now our focus today is on the bees, so what you want to look for when you get started, if you can, is you want to try and see if you can't find one of the villager beekeeper people, because they give a lot of good stuff. The redstone alloy. Interesting. Oh, wool, 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 wool. We need wool. Thank you. We can make ourselves another scoop. Oh, this isn't a Thaumcraft one, so doesn't matter for our purposes. Is this another? Yeah, it is. So there's nothing here for us. So we'll keep going along in the forest, and hopefully we'll find ourselves a forestry hive. I know I have okras. I know I have strawberries, so already gotten full inventory. Perfect. What are these? Dandelions. Forest. Forest, 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 forest drones. What we're looking for is a white hive hanging from a tree. And I'm not seeing one. One thing I want to know. What are these? You see this? This little arrow node is trying to kill me. I think it's an arrow node, and I have no choice right now but to kill it, because I don't want to die. Come on. If I switch, there we go. Maybe that'll work better. I just hate them because they suck up everything around it, and it won't die. Yes! You're dead. Good night. Good night. I think that's not good, though. I mean, ethereal essence, I don't know what that stuff does, but whatever it is, I don't like the idea of taking out aura nodes. So I went south from that village because I couldn't find any forest drones or anything, and I came to here, and I'm hoping that this forest right here actually has some in there. It's difficult to say. I'm trying to be very honest. I just don't know what the ratio is with this stuff, but you know, I would think it would be in that forest somewhere, at least one, but I guess not. The good thing is forests are near. Forests here are. Where am I going with this? I'm sorry. Today is not my day. I'm getting tired and I'm losing train of thought very easy. So let's see. I wish we could look at like nighttime vision, because that would be nice to be able to see what's going on around us. By the way, I crossed off a few things off the list while we were away. Oh, there's one right there. I crossed a few things off the list while we were away. We got beet, parsnip, raspberry, rutabaga, rhubarb, and radishes. Okay, let's go get that forest drone. We need some wood so that we can be able to actually make another scoop. Watch that block that I threw away. Watch it be the wool. That would be my luck today. Alright. So, the episodes lately have been a bit jumpy, and I haven't heard anybody complain about it. So, I'm thinking that you guys are still liking what's going on. I hope you guys are, because I really get scared sometimes how I'm doing things and if I'm doing it right and all this stuff. There we go. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Valiant out of... Well, this lets me explain the Valiant drones. Valiant drones are actually pretty interesting. If you can get them with a steadfast drone, which are only found in dungeons, they will make a heroic bee, which I believe kills monsters near the hive. So, let's look up the Valiant drones here, and let's see what happens in their bee breeding. So you get a 6% chance with a steadfast drone of getting a heroic queen. And they're actually, I guess, used in other ones over here. With a diligent, you get a sweetened drone. I'm not sure what that's for. An energetic. That's nice. Last time I knew, these Valiant drones weren't really worth much. But, of course, as you guys can see, with some of the new mods, we definitely get some new types of bees that I'm not familiar with. I'm familiar more with the diamond bees, emerald bees, all that stuff. So hopefully we can find another forestry or forest box here somewhere. We want to get rid of that out of our inventory. But and I don't know what these are. I know they're Pam's Harvest Craft, obviously, but I don't know how we deal with those. Queen bee. We'll have to look that up. Because I would like to also use these, the Pam's Craft to get honey, because that would be nice. What is going on with Pam's Craft? Some of you guys may be asking. Well, I really want to get more into the Pam's Craft stuff. There we go. Now, don't screw me. Thank you. Alright, we'll start heading back, and hopefully along the way, we'll find another Meadows drone box, and then we'll be completed. By the way, anytime you see a hive, you should grab it. Why is that? Because you can still, even if you don't mutate the drone or the queen, you can still make the queen into something else by subjecting it with a lot of a type of breed. For instance, we have a diamond, let's say we have a diamond queen. That's not compatible with a forest queen, right? But if we make babies for the diamond queen, and we get enough of them up, we can turn the forest queen into a diamond queen by continuously breeding it with a diamond drone. Because the genetics will slowly pass through, and we'll have a pure breed of diamond bees. That is how I get a pure stock of every type. So that means that every time I go out, I need to get more of these drones, or I mean more of these queen bees, because if I don't, then I end up losing out on I end up not being able to convert any queens. So you'll eventually run out of queens. And that's not good. Yarrow. Interesting. I wonder if that's a real flower. So it's very important you go around and you collect these. Ones that you want to look for that are actually going to be what you run into probably more than anything else is going to be your rocky bees. That's not the best way to breed them. Why is that? Because the rock bees actually... Where's our... Okay, we need to go north. The rock bees actually only produce one bee, one drone. So you put in a drone and a princess, and you get a drone and a princess. Not the best way to breed your bees. So you're going to want to go out, you're going to want to find meadows bees, you're going to want to find all those types of bees so that you can breed them and still get that double. Now you need to be careful, because what's going to happen is you're going to have to continuously output these diamond drones. Let's say if you're trying to make a lot of diamonds, you're going to have to constantly output these diamond drones. And let's say you have 10 diamond drones. That might not be enough to make a purebred diamond queen. You might need to do more and more and more before it spreads the genetic material fully. There is a much easier way of doing it later on with the genetics. I believe you can just add a genetic serum to a certain type of queen, then bada bing, bada boom, you got it. I don't know how the genetics works, but I'm certainly going to be doing some research to make sure that I get educated on that. But I never got to that point. I got a Diamond B, and this was way back with FTB when they had the first round of Greg Tech. So when you got the diamond dust, you couldn't just put it together and smelt it and bada bing, bada boom, you get your diamond. You had to do a lot more steps to it. So I actually don't know much about the genetics other than melting it into a gene pool. And from what I've seen, a lot of that's changed. So I'll have to go look that up and figure it out. But still, we got enough material to get us started. So I'd like to get started in that. So we'll do a little sleepy sleep when we get back, and then we will get started.